I haven't moved. The line right and left has moved, but go ahead.
Because I really don't realize the right and the left and all this. So now I guess you're on the right.
No.
Is that it? Or is that what they say? The
That's
red?
what they say.
Okay. Now here's my question for you though, but you say you're not. But let me ask this though. Since you've swayed to the right, since you've swayed,
I have not swayed.
My question,
I haven't moved. The line right and left has moved, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you haven't moved.
Yeah,
Let me ask this.
Yeah.
How have you been accepted by that side?
What side?
By the right. Because it seems to me like you're being accepted with open arms, far more than you was accepted from the other side.
And so you're hitting my point. Exactly. And so I want to be crystal clear here. I haven't moved.
Okay.
And so the side, whatever side, Christians have never had a problem with me. Not true believers, anybody that's like with a true Christian, I don't say anything crazy to Christian ears. And so as a child at 25th Street Baptist Church, no one ever had a problem with me and I was accepted. I was a Christian just like them. And so what has happened is, again, because I haven't moved, I'm expressing the same value, same point of view, I haven't moved. People that consider themselves Christians, a lot of them, they've moved. They still go to church, but their religion is politics. My religion has never been, nor will it ever be, political. I don't worship anybody in the political lane. If you can find me sucking up to any politician, and even an unusual one like Donald Trump, who went from reality TV to politics, he's not really a politician. You can't find me, I'm in no one's pocket as it relates to politics. He joined politics, so what? But you can't even find me really I've been hypercritical of really only one politician, and hypercritical, Sarah Palin. When John McCain picked her to be vice president, I spent 2 or 3 years blasting her and Palinites and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
But so I just haven't moved. And then so you're at, like, conservative people. Well, who do you think was coaching football? Generally speaking, if there was a profile of a football coach, he was a religious conservative person, whether black or white. Those people have always liked me. All the way back from chat. There's a picture of me playing 4th grade football. First game I ever played, Dallas Cowboys, low Dallas Cowboys hat. There was some Christian white dude that was our head coach. Never had a problem with me. Always liked me. And so I've stuck to the same groups. Athletes, coaches, people in the sports lane, and people in the church lane. Now, do celebrity athletes that are caught up in social media, do they perhaps have a problem with me because I don't follow the social media groupthink and don't adopt all these things that have been approved by social media? Perhaps. But it's just like when TJ comes on the show and every time he'll be like, man, I be telling these dudes, if they met you, they'd love you or blah, blah, blah. And what TJ's saying is like, man, these dudes don't even know you. They going off some Twitter BS. You know what? I've hung out with Jason. And I've never had a problem getting along with athletes. I used to be one. I tend to think like one more. I'm just not moved by social media and by this little new secular movement. So I don't think the same people that were treating me good are the same people still treating me good. Now, have some of the people on the left that I used to be very good friends with, because I don't care about people's politics all that much. It doesn't, because individuals are not evil or wicked, generally speaking. They get swept up in their little political ideology and maybe adopt points of views and things like that over social media. But I've never had a problem with liberals and been friends with many liberals, still love them to death. Some of them are completely uncomfortable with me because I won't move with them as they move further and further to the left and further away from God. That there's some lines I'm not going to cross.